Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this is what is being revealed. CS Fred Matiangi, among top personalities escorting ex-President Uhuru Kenyatta outside the country. Now, it has been emerged that His Excellency the former President Uhuru Kenyatta has been accompanied to Abuja, Nigeria by top government personalities. Among those escorting him is the outgoing Cabinet Secretary of Interior and Coordination National Government Programs, that is CS Fred Matiangi. The former State House Chief of Staff and Machakos County gubernatorial candidate Nzioka Waita is also in the delegation that is escorting His Excellency the former head of state. According to the report that I'm getting from Citizen TV, is that outgoing Interior CS Dr. Fred Matiangi and former State House Chief of Staff Nzioka Waita accompanied former President Uhuru Kenyatta to the third ministerial review and performance retreat yesterday at the State House Conference Hall, Presidential Villa in Abuja, of course, Nigeria. Outgoing Interior CS Dr. Fred Matiangi and former State House Chief of Staff Nzioka Waita accompanied the President for what we call that it was the third administration review that is being reported to us that had happened in Abuja, Nigeria. And of course, Uhuru Kenyatta was the keynote speakers at the opening ceremony of third administration performance retreat in Abuja, Nigeria, where the performance of the country's cabinet was being reviewed. Uhuru was officially invited by the Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari, and of course, he shared his insight on how he peacefully handed over power to his successor, President William Ruto. Of course, that Uhuru Kenyatta had handed over peacefully the instrument power to President William Ruto. Now, Uhuru also spends, although he managed to run his cabinet for 10 years, and the team behind the successful development projects that were delivered during his tenure. The retreat seeks to review the performance of Nigeria's regime in the past year as the country prepares to elect another president in February next year. As we continue with those details that are being emerged, yesterday I told you that Raila Odinga was in India. Raila Odinga is going to wait Uhuru Kenyatta that is going to have a secret flight from Nigeria to India, the way he had a secret flight from Kenya to Nigeria. And upon this flight is that Uhuru Kenyatta was to have his duty as he was being invited in Nigeria, and this was none of discussions when it comes to the issues of Kenya. This was issues that he was welcomed to address the Nigerian leadership as they were marking, of course, as the report is that as they were marking the third ministerial review and performance retreat yesterday at State House Conference Hall at Presidential Villa in Abuja, Nigeria. Now, as we are waiting for these tours to kick off across the world, is that Uhuru Kenyatta, I told you yesterday that Uhuru Kenyatta was to come from other country, not Kenya, and from that country he was going to India to meet Raila Odinga. But according to the statement and also the news that we are receiving also, is that Uhuru Kenyatta is going, maybe he can maybe go to France first, and the France he has certain issues there, and he will go, then maybe he will come from France then to India. Then after meeting Raila will continue with his tour across the world. But in any case, he will start with India. Then it means I saw that Raila also was to go in France. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what is the critical analysis towards Uhuru Raila meetings across other countries in the world? It has been believed that, number one, now countries are welcoming Raila Odinga and Uhuru Kenyatta to explain for them how they managed, of course, on the side of Uhuru Kenyatta, how Uhuru Kenyatta managed to hand over instrument of powers peacefully to President William Ruto. On the other side, Raila Odinga is also being welcomed across these countries all over the world to explain as opposition leader, as a main contestant when it comes to this general election. How did he manage to cope up with this issue and series of rigging election, taking his case in the Supreme Court, accepting the result without any chaos, and now Kenyans are peaceful? So Raila Odinga is also catching the attention of other countries that when it comes to the democracy, they are still fighting when it comes to the democracy in terms of the leadership, in terms to exercising their rights. Because you saw other countries like, for example, Somalia, they don't queue to elect president. But you see Kenya, when it comes to their constitution, it requires that every Kenyans will queue to vote for his president as she or he wished. Now, so I think those are the main reasons why Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga are being welcomed across the countries all over the world. And you see, in fact, Nigeria has started welcoming. Yesterday, Uhuru was in Nigeria. And he was also to tell the Nigerians leadership how he cope up with transferring instrument of power peacefully, despite of a lot of issues across the electoral process that was between IEBC Commission, judiciary, and all those kind of things. So, ladies and gentlemen, in fact, Kenyans are being now ranked as a country that is having a strong democracy towards electing leadership. So, ladies and gentlemen, what are your thoughts towards Raila Odinga, Uhuru Kenyatta are now being welcomed across these countries all over the world? So you can give your opinion at the comment section below so that I can understand how your thoughts are. Otherwise, I want to appreciate you so much because of the great support. If you're a visitor, please do me a favor, ensure that you subscribe to this channel. You put on the notification bell that when I upload my videos, you get notified automatically by YouTube. Of course, if you have not given a like to this video, just give a like to this video. Otherwise, bye bye till we meet on another video.